Hello and welcome to Oakland. We're at Ring Central Coliseum. We've got baseball on the show. It's the Detroit Tigers going up against the Oakland Athletics. John Sciambi, Chris Singleton with you. And Chris, we've got an opportunity to watch one of the true superstars of the sport. Jason Giambi. Always exciting to see him in action. And it seems like he consistently finds a way to impact the game.
Yeah, Boog. It's offensively at the plate, defensively when he's on the bases. And this guy's just a heads-up player, but he's got so much talent, and he makes the most of that. I believe it starts with his preparation because you never see him give away an at-bat.
Just about set and getting to start. Cole Irvin. What's the scouting report on him?
Well, even though guys don't emphasize the win or loss as much as they used to, it's still a tough thing for a pitcher to swallow when he looks up and sees that he lost 15 ball games. And unfortunately didn't get the run support at times that he needed, but professionals are able to turn the page and get back out there, take the ball, and continue to compete. And I expect to see that from him this season.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. One out.
Man, I really like the ability to bounce back right there after not getting a call he probably should have gotten. He didn't let it affect his focus, and he came back with another good pitch to get him swinging.
And next up for the Tigers, Al Kaline. And a major milestone is right around the corner. One home run short of 400 for his career. The wind and the pitch. Tapped softly on the ground. Throw off line. He's safe. And a nice job there to keep it from getting away.
Sometimes early errors can be just as costly as errors made late in the ball game, but you just don't know it at the time. Second batter of the game gets on base for free, bringing up the number 3 hitter. So we'll see if they can take advantage right here.
Number 12 up now for the Tigers. And a pitch. Out to short.
Oh, that was a great chance to turn 2 with the 6-4-3 right there, but the feed to second, maybe the most important part of starting that double play, just didn't get it right there. And these guys work on it a lot during batting practice, and if that feed's not on point, very difficult for the second baseman to make the turn.
To his left, knocks it down, and he beats it. He's safe. One away, runners at first and third. And up next for Detroit, number 7. And now the lefty. And another ball.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
Irvin picks over, back in there standing. Here comes a pitch. That's a base hit. Run scores.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
So 1 out with 2 aboard. Now it's Robbie Grossman, a switch hitter batting right. The pitch. And now 2-1.
Well, he's just given up 3 straight hits, and now behind in this count to this hitter. Might be a good time for somebody to call a timeout. Maybe the pitching coach go out there and talk to him just a little bit.
That one in for a strike. 2-2. Two on, 1 out. Popped in the air, left field, and Ricky Henderson the grab. Let's take a check of the Tigers lineup.
The center fielder, Victor Reyes.
So first and second with 2 outs. Victor Reyes a chance to hit. Next one misses. 2 balls and a strike.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
The 2-1. That one out to right. Jackson drifts towards it, and the inning is over. On to the bottom of the first. It's the Tigers 2 and the Athletics coming to bat. Bottom of the first, and today's starting pitcher, Tyler Alexander. What do we have on him?
Well, last year kind of around the league average in terms of ERA, and you know what? That's why you have 5 different spots in the starting rotation. You've got to have people round things out, and not everyone's going to pitch like a number 1 or number 2 every outing or every season. But last year, he gave his team an opportunity and a chance to win every time he took the mound on average. And when you look at that kind of performance, it has a place on every ball club.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And now 2-2.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Next offering misses. Ball 3.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Here's Elvis Andrus. Back to the mound. Throw on to Torkelson. 1 gone, bottom half of the first. And time now to check out the A's lineup. It features a great veteran presence, Ricky Henderson.
Oh, Boo, clearly he's just one of the best hitters to ever play this game. I mean, a member of the 3,000 hit club, just a true professional hitter. I know we use that term, but this guy is just the epitome of it. So much fun to watch him swing the bat and just work a pitcher. You can learn so much about the art of hitting from just watching this guy go about his business.
In the air, out towards right center. K-line has a beat on it. He makes the grab. That's out number 2.
Batting fourth, the right fielder,
Reggie Jackson will hit next. 2 hits for him in yesterday's game.
Well, the best way to shake off yesterday's struggles is to get on the board early. They've got a guy in scoring position. They've got to find a way here to get him in.
Got him swinging. And that's the 3rd out. We move to the second here in Oakland. It's the Tigers 2 and the A's nothing. Back here in the East Bay. Now it's the rookie first baseman, Spencer Torkelson.
He's got pop, which is a little sneaky because he's so comfortable with taking his base hits to the opposite field. But he can jump you if you make a mistake.
2-2 now. Saying he wasn't very sharp in the first, got hit around a little bit, just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff at the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Boog, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious what adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location, sometimes it's being too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out quickly, though.
In the air, right field. And they get Torkelson for the out. And there's 1 down.
batting 9, the catcher, number 13, Eric
Eric Haas up now for the Tigers. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out. Ripped on a line. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. Out number 2.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
The big lefty turns, kicks, deals. And that's downstairs and outside.
When you got a catcher like this guy with a big arm like that behind the plate, it really shuts down the running game.
The pitch. That one hammered left field. Way back there. And that one is going to go. His first homer of the year, and they add on. It's 3-0.
Well, I'm sure there's a big grin on his face right now, Boog. He's probably had some of those that didn't stay fair, but off the bat, it looked like it was going to bend foul. Was able to keep it in there, tucked it nicely, and he gets to jog around the bases. Good for him.
Next to hit, Al Kaline.
Well, I'll say this as a former position player and base stealer. When you come into a game and you've got a guy like this behind the dish with a big arm, you really have to change your approach. Can't try to steal because you'll get thrown out. Maybe get a little bigger lead, be aggressive on the secondary, but this type of guy shuts the running game down.
Fouls one off. 2-2. And that one just missed off the outside edge. The wind of the pitch. Right side. Jackson under it. And that's the inning. Tigers add 1 to the lead on this homer. It's now 3-0. Welcome back. Laureano comes up to hit. The A's in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at bat out of him right here.
The next offering misses. Now 2-2.
A 3-0 lead is great, but you can't get too comfortable. Got to stay aggressive, keep attacking hitters, try to cruise through this ball game.
And the next pitch is way outside.
James Kingsley working the plate. Kingsley's pretty well respected around the league.
Yeah, when you talk to players, I think consistently he is one of the guys you hear compliments about. Players appreciate the job he does back there.
Yeah, and that's kind of all you can ask for, really, just a fair chance to go out and have success.
Zips it across and quickly one away in the second. What about an umpire's height? How much of a role does that play in your experience and what the strike zone is like?
Yeah, I think it pushes the strike zone up a little bit, which, you know, as a former hitter, you like that. You wanted the ball up. You didn't want to have to deal with stuff down in the zone consistently.
Next offering is downstairs.
2 balls, 1 strike.
The wind of the pitch. Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. He sends a rocket to left. His first homer of the year. It's 3-1.
When you're lacking velocity, it's so critical that you move the ball around, change speeds, even try to trick the hitter at times. But when you give up a home run right there, Manager doesn't have a lot of patience because the velocity's not there to overcome and get the swing and miss.
So here's Murphy now. He's built his reputation as one of the top framers in the sport. Next pitch misses. 2-1. One down, base is empty. Good eye right there. And a pitch. Outside corner, there's a strike. The pitch. Got him looking. That's the second out.
Tremendous job of bringing that ball back over the plate. He gets just enough of it to get the call. And tell you what, as a hitter, it starts out of the zone. It looks really far away. And for it to catch the outside corner, you just have to tip your cap to the pitcher.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's Lowry now. Next pitch is outside. Tapped on the ground softly to short. In plenty of time to first, and that is the inning. But not before they're able to draw closer with this blast. And this is now a 3-1 ball game. Back here at the ballpark, now it's the power speed combo, number 12. This guy makes great contact, one of the best in the game at putting bat on ball.
He's got such quick hands, and he's gaining pitch recognition. That keeps him square to the...
That one ripped left field. He can't get there. It's a base hit. And that's a leadoff double.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Number 1 up now for the Tigers. Line drive. And Ricky Henderson the grab. And there's one away.
Now batting, number 7.
And next to hit for Detroit, number 7. And when you talk about elite defensive third baseman, this guy is at the top of the list. Next pitch downstairs, and it's 2-1.
This guy plays third base like he's a shortstop, and he welcomes the difficult play, can throw from so many different angles, and makes really tough plays look very easy.
In the dirt, and the runner stays where he is. So what are the skills you look for that make a really good defensive third baseman that elite?
Well, Boog, one of the things I think about immediately.
Well struck right field. Hits the top of the wall. They extend their lead as the runner scores from second, and they lead by 3.
Picks himself up an RBI. These days, when you see a ball come off the bat like that, the first thing you want to know as a spectator, what was the exit velocity? 109 in this case. I mean, that's just impressive, and it's so cool we can get that sort of feedback so instantly in today's game.
And next up for the Tigers, runner takes off. Pitch misses. Throw to third, and he's in there easily.
Well, sometimes stealing third base can be tough, especially if that shortstop or second baseman are making some noises, moving towards the bag, try to make you think that you've got to stay close. Well, they didn't do a very good job of that. He had a comfortable lead, got a great jump, and that's how you steal third base.
At the belt and fires. Lined into left center, and that should be extra bases. The run scores from third, and they lead by 4. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double.
That's 2 consecutive extra base hits for these guys. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. He put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
And it's second with one away. And up next for Detroit, Victor Reyes. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field. And Ricky Henderson the grab. And there's two away.
Now batting, the first baseman, Spencer.
And next to hit for Detroit, Spencer Torkelson.
With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left.
Irvin throws over, and he's back in there. One, two now. Stays alive. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Tigers 5 and the A's 1. Back in Oakland, now here is Sheldon Neuse. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Leadoff man retired here in the 3rd. Next to hit, Ricky Henderson.
And if there's one man you want to keep off the base paths, it's this guy right here, Ricky Henderson, the undisputed stolen base king.
Next offering is in for a strike. The line to kick the pitch. Line to second, snagged on the bounce. Throw on to Torkelson, and 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the 3rd.
Now batting, the shortstop, Elvis Andrus.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Elvis Andrus. And Singy, Ricky's 1,406 career steals is a record that may stand forever. Nice grab.
Make a great catch like that. It's all about timing the jump. His timing was perfect. Excellent grab, and he comes down with it. The inning is over.
Start of the 4th, and now the catcher comes up to hit. Eric Haas.
And with the extreme crouch of that batting stance, Ricky made pitchers work. His strike zone was as small as it gets. He's looking to get on base any way he can because he knows a single is a triple.
The 1-2. And a ball evens the count. And a pitch. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Here's a 2-2. Just misses with that one.
Clearly, he hasn't had it in this game, and looks like sooner than later, they're going to have to go to the bullpen.
And a 3-2. In the air, right field. And it one-hops the wall. Throws to second. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
Up next for the Tigers, the designated hitter, Alan Swan.
Alan Trammell up now for the Tigers. Hit in the air, right field. Jackson drifts towards it. Hauls it in for the out.
The right fielder, number 6, Al Kaline.
Al Kaline digs in now.
There's something pretty special about a player hitting 400 career home runs. He's one shy of that mark right here, so this could be an historic at bat.
Henderson on the move towards the line. Reaches into the stands. He got it. Runner tagging for third. And he's up to third safely with 2 gone.
The batter, number 12.
Now it's the shortstop, number 12.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
Next offering is in for a strike. Haas on third with 2 out. Hard hit left side. Over to Giambi. That's the 3rd out. 1 left for Detroit. They lead this one though 5-1. And welcome back. Bottom of the inning. Striding to the plate now for Oakland, Jason Giambi. The next pitch misses, and it's 2-1. And here it comes. Ground ball right side, and that one handled. Sends it to first, and they get Giambi for the out.
The right fielder, number 9, Reggie Jackson.
So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Reggie Jackson. Pretty good job on the mound in this one, Siggy. It feels like we've seen a lot of off-balance swings.
Yep, just one free pass, and obviously he's not a big strikeout guy, but he gets soft contact and he gets outs.
Left-hand batter waits. That misses. Now 3-1.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
Popped up. Number 1 has this one sized up. Makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
Now batting, the center fielder, Ramon Laureano.
Here's Ramon Laureano. Grounded out his first time up. Kicks and fires. Nope. Falling behind 2-1. And that one off the outside edge. With the shift on, hits right into it. Throw on to Torkelson. Out with room to spare, and that's the inning. And 1, 2, 3 go the A's. They're down 5-1. Back here in the East Bay, and now it's going to be number 1. He provides a surprising amount of pop from the second base position.
Listen, that's not something to take lightly. Getting that kind of production from the guys up the middle, it's not a strength of most lineups.
And what does that do for a team when you get power from unexpected spots like that?
When you're in the dugout and you see a guy come up big like that you don't necessarily expect it, it just energizes that entire team.
Next pitch is outside. And now the lefty. And he grounds one back up the middle. That's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it, and there's just no chance for the infielders with how hard he hit it.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he will make a move to dip into the A's bullpen. Cole Irvin will depart, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break. On the pitch now for Oakland, James Caprillion. This is his third time out this year.
Well, at this point in the ball game, we're talking about middle innings, and you need a little length out of this arm coming out of the bullpen. We'll see just how many outs he's able to give his skipper.
And now here is number 7. The 1-2. And down on strikes he goes. One away here in the 5th.
Well, just excellent location on that inside fastball. Really locked him up. And as a hitter, it's not typically what you're looking for. You're trying to protect away and then in, so you can be a little bit tardy with 2 strikes. Hard to tell if he was fooled or if he thought it would be called a ball, but either way, that's a really nice pitch.
Runner on the go. Throw to second. He's safe. Siggy, he definitely showed off the wheels there.
Yeah, and it turned out to be a bang-bang play. StatCast gives us the data, and that stolen base wasn't possible without that sprint speed.
Next pitch misses way outside. Number 1 over at second, 1 down. And now a full count.
I got 3 and 2.
And the righty deals. And there's ball 4.
Well, he took his chance at getting him to chase right there, but with first base open, walk not a bad thing. He set up a double play opportunity if he can induce a ground ball.
Stepping in, Victor Reyes.
Not the easiest thing when you're talking about a guy that's, perhaps is going to be in the rotation, maybe a long relief guy, to not start an inning, to come into an inning with pressure on it and try to get yourself comfortable.
Righty to the plate. And it's even up.
Ball 2.
Right-handed reliever. Swing and a ball popped up. Andrews makes the catch. 2 down.
Now batting, the first baseman, Spencer Torkelson.
And now Spencer Torkelson. Next offering misses, and it's 2-2. 2 outs, couple of base runners at first and second. Swing and a miss, and that is that.
I think the key is arm action on the changeup. When you can sell it like a fastball, you drop the velocity, you get the swing and miss, and you walk off the field.
Welcome back. Here's Stephen Piscotty. They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. And the pitch. And a count 1-2. The wind and the pitch. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. in time. And a drop third strike leads to the first out.
Now batting, catcher, Sean Murphy.
Here's Sean Murphy. Went down on strikes his first time through. Next pitch is downstairs.
That's where you want it. It's a good miss.
The count 2-1. In the air, right field. K-line under it. And puts the squeeze on that one. And there are 2 outs.
The batter, the second baseman, Jed Lowry.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's Jed Lowry. Kicks and deals. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Lined, and that's a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Now batting, third base.
Now here is Sheldon Noisy. And he deals. On the ground to first. And that's a base hit. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. Just a simple ground ball the other way. They had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole. And you can feel this crowd waking up a bit here as the guys are starting to make some noise with their bats.
Now at the plate, Ricky Henderson. Started after the 1-2 pitch. Appeal to first. He did not go around. Lowry at second. Noisy on at first with 2 down. Now a fly ball to right center. Reyes glides to his left. And he makes the catch. And that is the inning. A's strand a couple. They're down here 5-1. Back in Oakland, all set for the start of the inning. Here's the speedy catcher, Eric Haas. And the right-hander deals. And a ground ball to first. And he takes it himself for the out.
The batter, number 3. Designated hitter, Alan Trammell.
And now the DH, Alan Trammell. He launched a solo shot back in the second inning of this one.
Yeah, that was big for these guys early on. Definitely helped them get off onto the right foot.
The pitch. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Here comes a pitch. Next offering popped in the air, right field. Drops into the glove, 2 away.
The right fielder, number 6, Al Kaline.
And the batter now, Al Kaline, for the 4th time tonight. Righty delivers. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
Number 12.
And here is number 12. And he hits a ground ball right side. The throw to first. And that will end the inning. 2-3-4 due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Tigers 5 and the A's 1. Bottom of the 6th. Digging in for Oakland, Elvis Andrus. And now 2-2. Swing and a miss, and he got him. So he's gotten deep into this game, and at least so far, not showing a ton of signs of fatigue.
The first baseman.
And here's the first baseman, Jason Giambi. The 1-1. Bounce to the left side, and that chance handled. Whips it to first on the run, and they get Giambi for the out.
The right fielder, number 9.
My goodness, Chris, he had to generate a ton of power in that jump throw for the out. Let's take another look and dive into the numbers from StatCast.
Man, that's an impressive throw right there. I mean, you've got to have a powerful arm to play third base in the big leagues, and he just showed us why he's at this level. He has a cannon.
And now Reggie Jackson. Next offering way off the plate. Two outs. Hammered on a line to the left, base hit.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Tyler Alexander departs. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. So the Tigers get a new arm from the pen, Matt Manning, and he'll work on holding this lead.
Matt Manning.
So 2 down. Here's the center fielder, Ramon Laureano. The pitch. Jackson, the runner at first with 2 gone. Manning checks the runner, and he dives back in safely. The pitch. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. He'll touch them all. His first homer of the year, and they cut into the lead. It's 5-3. Singy, that's his 50th career homer.
50 might not sound like a huge number, but it's a nice little milestone that a lot of guys don't get to. Oh, that one got in the jet stream on a line drive. You saw the numbers on the backs of the jerseys of the outfielders, which is usually bad news, and all of a sudden they're back in this ball game.
So 2 away with nobody on. Steven Piscotty up next for the A's. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2.
Some real good life going through the zone on that one.
Next offering is fouled back. Swinging a foul ball at the plate. They'll do it again. And a payoff pitch. Fly ball, pretty well struck right field. That's back there. And it's gone. He sends it out of here. His second home run of the game. It's 5-4. Singy, the ball is jumping off his bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive. Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
Base is empty with 2 away. And now here's the A's catcher, Sean Murphy. Broken bat, and it's popped up. He's got it. And that is out number 3. But the long ball was working in this inning. Not once, but twice. It's now a 5-4 ball game. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Domingo Tapia. It's his job to keep his team in the game. Well, 1-run game. Now here's the Tigers cleanup hitter, number 1.
Now you get to this part of the order. Yeah, there's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits. So very important to be patient. Let the pitcher walk you, if he will.
The Athletics have some bullpen action. Austin Pruitt preparing to come on if needed.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
Right side, hard hit. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th.
Now batting, number 7.
Number 7 up now for the Tigers. In for a strike. Now it's 3-2.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing plane.
3-2 now. Got him. And he's down on strikes for the 2nd time today.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. They tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
That one misses. 2-1. And a pitch. Swing and blast one down the line. It's gone if it's fair, but it hooks foul. The 2-2. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Murphy gathers, throws to first in time. So the drop third strike doesn't hurt him, and that's that.
For the traditional 7th inning stretch.
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Jacob Barnes. And he'll do his best to hang on to this lead.
Jacob Barnes.
Back here at the ballpark. And the batter now, Jed Lowry. At the belt and fires.
Nope. That's inside.
Activity in the bullpen for Detroit. Gregory Soto, the left-hander, is getting that big fastball of his ready to go. Fulmer, the hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. And a pitch. Laser, base hit. Bangs off the wall.
All over that one right there. Absolutely blasted that one into the gap, but just didn't have quite enough to clear the wall out there. Maybe a little more elevation under it and it carries over, but that's a swing you'll be happy with every time. Now a huge at bat in this game coming up.
Now Sheldon Noisy. In the air, out towards left center. Grossman pulls it down. One away. With a single base runner because of all the power, they are dangerous to tie this thing up or take the lead.
Ricky Henderson.
Ricky Henderson up next for the A's.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
And a count 1-2. Right-hander kicks, deals. One-run game, one out, one on. Hit weakly on the ground. Off balance feed, there's one. Throw to first, but he beat it.
Tough play right there. Didn't really have enough time to set his feet and make a strong, accurate throw. Had to rush it, but he got it off, and he got it there in time to get that out at second base.
Next up for the A's, Elvis Andrus. Kicks and fires. That's a strike. 1-2.
That's a big run over there at first base. He's got some speed. Let's see if they send him.
And here it comes. Upstairs. 2-2 now. Bounce to third. Whips it to first. Out number 3. One left for Oakland. They trail it 5-4. And welcome back. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Victor Reyes. This is a guy you got to keep an eye on when he digs in. Definitely been known to drop a drag bunt from time to time, and he's pretty good at it, Chris.
Yeah, and he creates a sense of urgency for the defense because of the speed, because of the ability to put down that bunt.
The pitch. That's towards center. Laureano pulls that one down, and there's one down.
Up next for the Tigers, the first baseman, Spencer Torkelson.
And now the first baseman, Spencer Torkelson. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the third straight at bat.
Well, they've had a great plan of attack for him tonight. I mean, finding all the holes in his swing and his approach, just frustrating for him up there. You strike out a guy 3 times in a game, I think that guy's got to go back and really study some video with his hitting coach, figure out how they're beating him, make this adjustment really quick, because word will get around the league in a hurry.
And now, Eric Haas in the air, left field. And Ricky Henderson the grab. And that is the third out of the inning. Tigers are shut down there as they hold on to a 5-4 lead. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Gregory Soto trying to protect this lead. 3-4-5 due up for the home team. Striding to the plate now for Oakland, Jason Giambi, known for his late inning heroics. Oh, that got him on the mound. No chance for a play, and let's hope the left-hander's not hurt out there.
No, that at-bat had a lot riding on it. Certainly a pivotal swing of the bat in this ball game. 110 miles per hour, and man, that exit velocity, not every hitter's capable of getting that kind of jump off the bat, no matter how hard they swing.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Reggie Jackson. Left-hand hitter waits. That one missed. Runner at first with no outs here. stays alive. Swing and a high fly ball. That one out towards left center field. Way back there. And forget it. He'll circle the bases. His second of the year. And that's how they take the lead. It's 6-5. The brighter the lights, the more he shines.
Yeah, this guy lives for big moments, and right there made a statement big time. When you see a guy take a slider on the outside part of the plate and hit an opposite field home run, fires you up, because not only is he flexing the muscles to show the pop, that kind of approach, you'll hit for a high average as well.
Digging in for Oakland, Ramon Laureano, 1 for 3. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that's the first out.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Guys become defensive, and all of a sudden, for the hitter, that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
New pitcher for the Tigers, Will Vest. He's being eased into the game here with the bases empty. Steven Piscotty, the next to hit. Righty to the plate. This to third. Throw on to Torkelson. That's it out.
Now batting, the catcher, Sean Murphy.
2 outs, base is empty. Sean Murphy up next for the A's. And a pitch. Laced to right center, base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Lowry.
And now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Jed Lowry. Right-handed reliever. Swing and a miss. And now 2-2. And the righty deals. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Good job at damage control right there. The A's with a 2-run blast. Last chance coming up here for the Tigers. Dennis Eckersley on the pitch out of the pen here. He has a great slider with tons of movement.
Number 43, Dennis.
Back here in the East Bay. Now it's the DH, Alan Trammell. Ball to strike. Line drive, base hit. And the tying run is on with a leadoff single. So, Singy, let's dive into the numbers courtesy of StatCast. Do you even feel contact being made when you hit a ball that hard?
No, I don't think so, Boog. I mean, that's just the best feeling in the world as a hitter. You square it up perfectly, and it's like you didn't even swing the bat. And there are times the ball feels heavy off your bat. You know it, but this is not one of those cases. He sent this one flying 114 miles per hour, so that's flexing your muscles a little bit.
Crowd locked in right now. One-run game here in the ninth.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of a double play here.
Here's a 1-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. The 1-2. Out towards left center. And Ricky Henderson the grab. And there's one away.
Now batting,
Number 12 up now for the Tigers.
Well, look out here. He's going to come up ready to swing in this situation.
And the 3-1. And fouled off.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
3-2 now. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Walks out of the bullpen can absolutely kill your momentum very quickly. They're in some hot water trying to protect this lead.
And next up for the Tigers, number 1. This is what stat nerds like myself might call a high leverage situation.
Yeah, Boog, not sure what the numbers say, but clearly an at-bat that could change the course of this game dramatically.
In the air, left field, down the line. And there's 2 down.
the bat, number 7.
Number 7 up now for the Tigers.
Well, he came up clutch earlier in this ball game and really just needs to take the same approach. Think hard right back up the middle.
Kicks and deals. Good eye in that spot.
Really been able to slow down the game tonight with his at-bats, and the biggest one he's had so far. He doesn't look anxious at all.
And a base hit up the middle. Around third. He'll score, and the Tigers even it up. 6-6. It's a double. Third hit of the night for him.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. New arm out of the bullpen, Austin Pruitt. And he'll go to work with runners on second and third.
Pruitt.
Go ahead run on base. Now the left fielder, Robbie Grossman. That one misses, and the count's even at 2. Just missed.
That's a really good take.
2 on, 2 outs. This one ripped, but foul to the right. Three-two. Outside corner, got him looking. He can't believe it.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
Back in Oakland, all set for the bottom of the ninth. Now the third baseman, Sheldon Noisy. The 1-1. Swing and a ball popped up, and that will fall. Leadoff knock puts the winning run on base.
Didn't exactly square that one up, but sometimes you don't have to. Kind of your classic jam shot blooper right there. Made a good pitch on the inside, gotten to hit it off the handle, but he still muscled it out there. You just have to tip your cap on the mound.
So up next, Ricky Henderson. Here's a 1-1. Rolled over to third. There's one. To first. Double play. Nicely done.
Now batting, shortstop, Elvis Andrews.
Now it's going to be Elvis Andrews. A's looking to put the go-ahead run on base. Here in the last half of inning number 9. The next offering misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Tigers bullpen with some action. Andrew Chafin getting loose for A.J. Hinch. The other way, makes the catch, inning over. 10th inning coming up, and we're all even at 6 apiece. Now A.J. Hinch making a move for a pinch hitter, Miguel Cabrera, and this is a big at bat in this ball game. High fly ball, right field. Makes the grab, and there's one down.
Now batting, the first baseman, center.
So now a pinch hitter, Austin Meadows. He gets a chance with a runner in scoring position and one gone. One out. The go-ahead run is at second. Next offering is down low, and that's ball 2. Man at second. And there's a ball.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Fouls one away, and now 3-2. And he deals. And he walked him.
Well, they didn't give him anything to hit, and now with runners on first and second, they've set up a double play opportunity, so not a terrible result.
Now A.J. Hinch making a move for a pinch hitter, Tucker Barnhart. He comes to the plate in a huge spot in this one. 1 out. Runners at first and second. Next offering is down low.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
And that'll load the bases.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
Alan Trammell getting ready to hit.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Bases loaded, 1 away. On the ground, a short could be 2. Slings to second, and that's 2.
These boys are ready to make a play with the bases loaded. Excellent job of execution there. You turn the double play, and the inning is over.
Staying in the game on defense, Tucker Barnhart. He takes over behind the plate to do the catching after entering the game as a pinch hitter. So the Tigers get a new arm from the pen, Michael Fulmer. And this is his season debut.
Number 32, Michael Fulmer.
Jonathan Scope getting loose there. He's now in the game at first. Also entering the game, Javier Baez. He'll be patrolling center field. Welcome back. Digging in, Jason Giambi.
Listen, there's absolutely no reason to pitch to this guy right here. You nibble, you see if he'll expand his zone, but don't give him anything to hit. If you walk him, not a big deal. You have a double play opportunity set up.
Next one is off the play. Full count, 3-2. Activity in the bullpen for Detroit. Andrew Chafin getting loose for A.J. Hinch. And here's a 3-2. Fought off foul. The winning run on second base. Foul ball. And that's ball 4.
Just missed his spot on the inside right there.
So here's the cleanup hitter for Oakland, Reggie Jackson. He's already homered here in this one. The pitch. That one fouled off. Winning run on second. No one out. Lined, and that's a base hit. Runner around third. Grossman fires it to the plate. In comes the winning run, and the A's walk it off in extra innings.
Well, you come to the ballpark hoping you'll see something special that day, whether you're a player or a fan. A walk-off win, nobody forgets that. A memorable moment that'll be logged in the backs of the minds of everybody that witnessed this here today.
One-run game here today. Your final score, 7-6. Oakland victorious. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Athletics, 7 runs on 12 hits. 2 errors, they left 5 men on base. For the Tigers, 6 runs, 11 hits. No errors, they left 12 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 43 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.